In a market heavily defined by the rush for the city centre, Royal Kingdom Estates chose a completely different path. Years ago, while many were looking at the map and exploring the most extensive square footage in the capital, RKE, we came out here to look for the future of the Ghanaian home. Hi everybody, welcome back to the platform. Today I am so elated. I am going to be having a very important conversation detailing the vision of RKE and where Ghanaian living is heading towards. And of course, I'm not going to be doing it alone. Come with me, let's go have a conversation with RKE's head for marketing and innovations, Mr. Seth Yamoa. Hi, Mr. Yamoa.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Yourself?
I'm okay. I mean, beautiful morning on the site. So I'm excited to be here. I'm really excited to be here. Not so excited, but excited.
I understand, because actually driving here, I was filled with so much anxiety, especially when I noticed it was drizzling a little bit in Accra. But then I get here and I'm like, okay, but it's been raining like non-stop for the past 2 days. But the conditions out here they give you some level of calm and peace.
Yeah, and you know, we'll take advantage of this opportunity or this very moment to commiserate with, you know, families or people that have been heavily affected by the flooding situation, especially in Accra. You know, for some people, we know there are primary causes of flooding, but for some people, it is of no fault of theirs that they have been victims of this. I think the Interior Minister announced that over 38,000 people have been displaced. As of yesterday or 2 days ago, 12 people had been declared dead or missing. And some also missing, and that's very, very unfortunate. And as an organization, we really commiserate with anybody that is heavily affected by this unfortunate incident. So our heart goes out to you. The NADMO contacts have been shared or spread across the nation for anyone who needs assistance to reach out to them. And in our own little ways too, we are supporting some of the victims that we know directly, people that, you know, we have relationships with that have been affected. So we commiserate with them, and we hope that, you know, as a country, we can find a long-lasting solution to this particular menace.
You've said it all. These are very, very serious times, and we sympathize with everybody that has been affected. But that brings me to my first question. What was it exactly that RKE saw years ago for them to envision residential living in a place like Ibri, which was heavily themed as a weekend getaway spot?
So that's a brilliant question, right? It's a very brilliant question. And in fact, when you talk about proper planning for a community or a development, proper planning, there are some notable factors that you can't do away with. One of them has to do with the topography of the land. Very, very important. You need to know the topography of the land, because it also helps, let's say if it rains, the flow of the water. So it's very important to take that into consideration, the topography of the land. Another important thing is the rainfall pattern. And I don't know how many developers take that into consideration, but rainfall pattern is very, very key. Rainfall pattern. You also look at your drainage route. So if you have drainage systems, how are you routing them? How are you channeling the path of the water? Where is the water going to? Where is the destination point of the water? So that's also very, very key. You also look at your road network or your road network. That's also something you need to take into consideration, because there will be pathways even before you create the asphalted roads, right? So you need to look at the pathways. Does it make sense? Where are you allotting for the residential purposes? Where are you allotting for the jogging trails, the walking trails and all that? So it's very important you consider the road network as well. The last thing you consider is future development, because you know, sometimes when you put up a building, we call it expandable. Why? Because we make room for future expansion, or if you want to even go floors above what you already have. It's the same thing for a development. You need to have your plan. If you have your plan, then you know that in the near future, if I want to expand, if I want to extend, this is what I want to do here. If I am zoning, maybe I'm zoning here for commercial, I'm zoning here for residential, I'm zoning here for recreational. You need to have all those plans in place, and all those things are important factors that come into the planning of a city. So for Royal Kingdom Estate, we take into consideration all these factors before we choose a particular site or location, and all these thoroughly assessed, reviewed, perused, thought into details is why we selected the locations we have at Abri.
It's amazing, really. And coming here every day, you get to appreciate this area, especially for everything that it has to offer. And I'm sure as the video progresses, we'll highlight on some of them. But tell me a little bit about proximity. Everybody wants to live in the city center because of convenience. Amenities here, amenities there, you know, all of that. So they're like, oh, I don't want to move even 10 minutes outside of the capital. Oh, it's too far. I don't want to be. But it brings us to the conversation of urbanization, and eventually we have to spread out. Everybody cannot live in the city capital. So what role is RKE playing in, you know, spreading settlements all around and looking at these developments that we have all across the Eastern region as well?
So you look at where we are now. Now, if you listen to the president a few days ago after the whole flooding situation, he made a remarkable statement that we need, as a country, we need to look beyond just the capital or the urban areas we have now, heavily overpopulated. So we need to look at places where we can even have administrative capitals. And that involves, or that also includes, you know, relocating some of the ministerial offices, the ministries, to other places or outside Accra, which is very, very important. If you look at what Royal Kingdom Estate is doing now, we came into this vicinity and it was a bush. It was literally a bush, and I doubt how many people, you know, I'm not so sure of how many people thought what we could, if we could transform this place into what it is now. And that is why we tout ourselves as visionaries. Now, you know what we've done now, if the whole community takes its entire or its full shape, do you know that businesses can move here? Of course. The whole great city development is a 500-acre development. Now, we've always said that within this 500-acre development, we're going to have what? A 40-acre commercial district. Now, imagine you live here and there's a 40-acre commercial district. Maybe you have your schools, you have your clinics, you have your grocery shops, your marts, your recreational centers. Why do you have to go out of the place? But it doesn't end there. What does it mean? It means that there's a ready market for the businesses. Exactly. The banks can begin to move here. All the top brands that are essential for human living can begin to move here. When these brands, when these services, these essential providing services, these companies, when they see what we have developed here, it will be easy for them to move here. But as it stands now, if the urban areas are heavily populated and nobody is coming here to, you know, provide that kind of that eco-friendly lifestyle that, you know, doesn't give you any kind of stress. You can actually live here comfortably. We do have people living. Yes, we do have people living here and have the highest quality of life. You know, people should understand that living in such a place doesn't provide you or offer you with a substandard quality of life. You get the highest quality of life when you're in a place like this. So when we move people here, we develop the place, we turn it into a city. Just imagine. I mean, that is actually our quota to developing infrastructure in the country. It's amazing, really, because proximity is not even an issue. No. Proximity is really not an issue. Like I always say, being close to the airport. Like I always say, people and the people watching us know that, you know, they can drive hours to their workplace. And it takes under an hour, under 60 minutes to get here from the airport, right? So it's not far. And yes, people talk about road infrastructure, but you bear with me, from here to the airport is tarred throughout. It's tarred roads. It's an easy route. Throughout. In fact, I dare to say better road infrastructure than some places even in the urban areas. Understood. Yeah. Now, let's look at what's happening wrong over there and how it looks completely different out here, because following the situations in Accra, I mean, you go on social media and everybody's, you know, venting, and one thing that stands out is that in Accra you have people building properties and there's tiles everywhere.
The walls are tiles, the compound is tiles, see the dwarf wall is tiles, even the gate is tiles. Everything is tiles. There is nowhere for water to sit. There's nothing to absorb the water. Whereas you come to places like this and then all you're seeing is greenery, trees, you know, good soil conditions. Water doesn't sit around. It comes, it goes. Just like I said in the beginning, it's been raining over 2 days and you're able to drive on roads. You're not looking at any flooding situation. So tell me about how, you know, now that we're bringing residential living here, how we're going to sustain that for the near future so this doesn't just eventually migrate into a second situation like we have in the
Looks like you
capital.
have even answered the question by just asking it. Yeah, because I mean, you've literally said so much within few seconds in your question. Because you see, how many times haven't we spoken about concrete jungles?
Yes.
How many times haven't we mentioned that, right? You know, when you come here, the vegetation is very rich. Now, the rainforest or all these vegetation, all this stuff, there is a reason why when we're doing the clearing for our development, even when you go to prime lands, we left a lot of the trees, right? Because in a way, right, they help absorb the water, the rainwater. And also these hard floors you are talking about, these paved blocks or tiles or whatever, when we have the landscapes, the greenery, the lawns and all that, what does it do? The ground soaks the water.
Exactly.
It provides pores into the ground, into the soil, for the water to have a natural way of escape, a natural path to drain. Because you see, you cannot, it is very difficult to redirect nature.
You can't.
It's very difficult, and that's one of the main challenges we are having in some of these urban areas, because you see that there are lots of properties on the waterways, what they call the Ramsar sites, you know, and it's causing problems over time. But like I said earlier, you look at our topography, you look at the kind of lands that we choose, and you realize that we are not in conflict with waterway. We are not in conflict with the path of the water. And again, it's rained here non-stop, but look at the ground. Very, very, very what? Solid. So providing, that is why, in fact, we have enacted this into our sales and purchase agreement. It's a binding contract with the client now that our clients are supposed to plant not less than 15 trees.
That's wonderful.
Not less than 15 trees. Very, very what? Important. Not less than 15 trees, because we want to preserve that greenery that we have here. So this vegetation it serves as like, it's more like how do I put it? It serves as a shield against the rains, and it serves as a pathway for the rains again to what? To dissolve, for the water to dissolve, for the water to just find a natural path and move away or dissipate peacefully. So it's very important that we do away with the concrete jungle. It's really, really causing a lot of issues in our part, I mean, the urban areas. Now look, I tell you this, Accra, right? Accra is producing about 300 tons of plastic waste. And about 2,800 metric tons of solid waste.
Oh my days.
So you are looking at about 1.1 million tons of solid waste in a year. And that is more than the cocoa that Ghana produces in a year.
There's an imbalance somewhere.
There's a strong imbalance. The percentage for this plastic waste is amounting to about, let's say, 16%. That is for Accra alone, producing about 16% of what the entire nation is producing, right? And yeah.
Do we have like recycling measures in place?
We have just about 5% being recycled, unfortunately. The waste that is being recycled is just about 5%, and this is nationwide. So it tells you the kind of problems we have. So when we don't have proper drainage systems, and these wastes are being collected into the water channels, you can just imagine how choked they are. So where is the water going to pass? And you see what is happening in the urban areas. It's very, very unfortunate. You know, to talk about the greenery and the landscape, the grass, our clients planting trees, it just tells you one thing, that vegetation is what? Is a natural engineering solution.
That's perfectly
It's
said.
a natural engineering solution. That is one thing that vegetation gives you.
Yeah, it's incredible, really. Now, looking at the fact that RKE is building the very first serviced community or development in Ibri. We have clients that have already bought into these developments, and we're looking to provide full infrastructure, because the conversation of infrastructure is also another issue that will probably take a whole week to address. But we have gone a step further to say that we want our clients to have everything. When we say convenience, like 100%. So we are providing infrastructure, looking at asphalted roads, drainage systems, communal parks, street lights, electricity, water, everything that you can think about to live in a community peacefully. So as far as engineering goes, what measures have we put in place to avoid these current situations, looking at like 10 years, 15, 20 years ahead, so that we don't have the generation of our clients coming to occupy the space, and then years down the line, they're like, oh, we're seeing the same thing over again. How are we curbing that?
Yeah, rightly put, because you see, this rainy season, this pattern of the rainfall is going to be, it's not going to stop. It's a natural occurrence. Yes. So if you are curating a solution for it, it has to be generational. It has to be an everlasting one. And we are generational thinkers, and that is what we want to do. And it's one of the reasons why I mentioned earlier that we, as a client, you have to plant about 15 trees, or not less than 15 trees, to just create pathways for the water to infiltrate the soil or the ground. Now, our engineers, in the same light, they are providing the drainage systems. Right? They are also providing culverts. They are providing embankments. They are basically providing discharge points that will follow the natural flow of the water. So we are going to actually guide the water to flow to where it's supposed to flow, without necessarily anyone building on the pathway of the water. And that is why we have zoned the development. We don't just sell the plot. That's one thing that we want people to understand. We don't just allocate plot and sell. All these things we have, even before the plots are put out there, right? We do the geological testing and services. We do all these things. So all these soil tests whatsoever are done before the zoning is also done. So which part is for residential, which part is for commercial, where are your drainage supposed to be, your jogging trails, like I mentioned. All these things are carefully thought through. So there's never going to be a case that we are going to create drainage or embankment, culvert, all these things at places where they are not supposed to be. We'll have them at the right places. They'll be in terms of size, they'll be appropriate enough to carry the water where they're supposed to get to. So our discharge points are going to be very safe, and our clients can be rest assured. Like we always say, when you buy into this development, or you buy into any rural economic estate development, you are not just spending money to acquire a property. You are also saving yourself from spending more later to address problems. Because it is very, very sad as a Ghanaian, and you would agree with me, when you see the people that have been displaced and people that have even lost their lives. In fact, you see videos of people, they are upstairs and their cars have been submerged. Trucks have been submerged by cars. Now, and you see people that have lost their businesses. Now, these people, where are they starting from? Somebody's livelihood. Where are they starting from? So doesn't mean that nobody would want to spend money knowing that they are going to later have to spend more to come back onto their feet. Nobody. So if they knew, definitely they wouldn't have gone in for that. And we, as part of our values, we don't just sell to our clients. We build that kind of relationship with them. And
it's a family.
It's a family, and you wouldn't want to treat your family that bad. Anybody who does that's a wicked person, right? We want to make sure that our clients can, whatever we are giving to them, will last generations. So it's a passionate appeal or heartfelt message that we are giving to all those that have been affected, all over the country. They should take heart. This is very, very sad. This is very, very sad. They should take heart. And as a company, this is our bid, or this is our bit that we can do to support or curb these kind of situations. And we encourage people, to take that bold decision to decide to live at such places. Because you are spending money and you are going to have value for money. It's very important. And you're not also going to face such problems. So they should take heart. We are very, very sorry about what has happened, but we'll do our part, and we know government is trying to do its parts, and together the nation can become a better one when it comes to these problems. We'll not face them. And there's also another problem, which is the discharge of waste.
Yesterday, I saw a video where they apprehended somebody because he was literally carrying the waste post-flood in his house and then dumping it to the middle of the road. About 6 buckets, just pouring it out there. And they told him, no, stop. We all have a role to play in making sure this doesn't get out of hand. We don't do such
that is bad, because in this case it's not as if it's using on a normal day. In the midst of the incident, this is what someone is doing. So we want people to know that it's a clarion call. Everybody has their part to play. Just as we are playing our part as a company, they also have their part to play. Now, I chipped in this because one of the measures that we are going to take as a company in the community, we really value our clients. Till we know that our clients, they are very, should say, very well-reasoning people, and all that. But just for us to also have that supervisory role, we'll have security, like the way we used to have town council.
Exactly.
We used to call them town council.
I was even gonna ask you, what happened to town planning committees, town council?
Maybe I don't know if town council is still there, but I'll probably have to bring them back. We used to call them tankers in the local palace. Tankers. Some of these associations or offices, they really helped. So we are going to have like a mini town council or tankers in a community where we are going to make sure that maybe it is not a client or a resident that is dumping refuse somewhere. Maybe it is a bin in front of maybe a house, like a well-covered bin. Maybe has just fallen, poured. Quickly, they go and then they clean the place up, so that you don't have maybe the wind blowing it around. And then we are going to be very particular about some of these things, you see, because we want our clients to have the best of living over here. So these and more are some of the things that we actually taking into consideration when it comes to preventing some of these issues. But again, we are very sorry about what is happening, and we'll keep doing our bit. And like I said earlier, the NADMO numbers have been widely spread, so people that need help should be able to contact them and then call for help.
Okay. So, it's a lot to talk about, but we just wanted to share this with you today. I had a conversation with one of our clients yesterday, and they were just sharing their gratitude for the fact that they even had the opportunity to buy into a place like this. How RKE sets out years before to provide residential hubs out here. So the government is saying the long-term solution for this, outside of engineering hurdles, is creating cities all around, and Eastern region is definitely one in the books.
From Accra.
The next is
Eastern region.
Here. Exactly.
Eastern region. And you see, let me just also chip this in. I know we spoke about the development. This is just a part of the whole vision for Great City, right? Prime lands, prime homes. The people that are in the vicinity, I'm sure will thank Royal Kingdom Estates for such an initiative, because we are going to bring more development into the place, and our infrastructure is going to benefit them as well.
Exactly.
Because channeling all these drainage systems and all, it's going to benefit everyone. So we are proud to associate ourselves with these unknown areas where we come in and then turn it into a city. We are really proud of that. And then we call on our clients, let's come together, let's do this, and let's let people understand that it is possible to deal with this recurring menace. We know that everyone is trying their very best. The other developers are also doing their part, and we commend them for that. We want to encourage them to also go to the root cause of it. So let us be bold about it. It's a clarion call. Let's be bold about it. Let's address the root cause. You know what I'm talking about. Let's address the root cause.
Hey! Oh! Good to see you.
All right.
Good to see you.
So who do we have here? Because today you have walked into our territory.
I know.
So guys, we have our Director of Administration and Customer Relations over here, Director Caroline, and a lot of you may have heard her name, heard her voice, received emails from her, WhatsApp messages, notification notices. Yeah, a lot of you, and some of you have also interacted with her personally, but today she has walked into our territory. I'm wondering what she's doing on our site. Madam, can you tell us what you're doing on our site?
I was on site checking a few things. I met a client and he was so excited about his building. And the fact that even though we're in the rainy season and it's been raining like crazy, no flood. No flood up the mountain.
So you see,
excited and blessed about that.
This is what we were just talking about, the flooding situation, and I was just telling Adjoa some of the measures that we have put in place because we believe in proper planning. Proper planning involves, you know, the topography. You look at the topography. You look at your rainfall patterns. It's very important. You look at the road network. You look at a lot of things, your drainage, how you're going to plan it and all that. And the fact that RKE, we are telling clients to plant on less than 15 trees to create pores in the soil, allow the rains to infiltrate the soil. And we are not building on waterways, creating natural path for the water to flow. I was just giving her some data about the tons of waste that we produce in Accra alone. About 300 tons per day for plastic waste, 2,800 for solid waste. So if you are looking at annually 1.1 million, we are producing that more than cocoa. And that's very unfortunate. And just 5% of this is being recycled. So it's very, very unfortunate, and we really commiserate with people that have found themselves in this position. As the interior minister said, 38,000 people displaced, about 12 confirmed dead, about 8 missing or so. It's very, very unfortunate. So I mean, we are doing our bit.
It's a real opportunity up here, you know, to invest in this terrain. It's a real opportunity, and thank God for Royal Kingdom Estate. The intentionality and the years of planning and making sure that this place stays the way it is. I mean, look at that. So beautiful, guys.
It's amazing.
You should invest in this.
Take her words for it.
Over to you.
I mean, at this point, move ahead of the crowd because the conversations have started around the Eastern region. So come in before the crowd gets here so you can get, you know, the best opportunities you could ever possibly imagine. So we have land selling, we have homes selling. Come in, this is the point of contact.
Yes.
Come have a conversation with her. Let us help you, you know, get your dream property out here so that you know that years to come, you are assured of, you know, a certain level of peace of mind. Your children are going to be fine. Your grandkids are going to thrive in a beautiful enclave like this. So if you have any questions, of course, leave it down there in the comment section. We're reading, we're replying. We love you guys. Please stay safe in these times. Stay safe. No unnecessary movement. If you go out, come back. If you're home, stay home. And may we all make it out of this era, you know, safe and sound. Yes, exactly. But for now, I think we're going to run away. So, bye.